Hey guys, happy Monday. Uh, Today I want to talk about something just kind of sort of random. If uh, if you've been following my Instagram, you probably noticed that I've had more and more martial arts videos coming up of progressions and things like that, or even reunions with old friends. And many of you know me from gymnastics or acrobatics, those types of sports. So I actually started martial arts before anything else. It was a karate class in Southwest Portland. It was at some sort of, I think it was at a community center. And I've been doing it on and off. And while I did karate and taekwondo, the schools that I've been at the longest are a fusion of styles. It was jujitsu, it was judo, kempo, karate, taekwondo, a fusion of stuff, and the whole idea was making sure that we are as well-rounded as possible. And it's not that we're going to encounter a knife on the street. Hopefully, it's we have an idea of what to do if in that situation, and hopefully we will never be in that situation. But it was also understanding that every style has something that you can take from it. Whether it's a stance, whether it is the ability to do hit harder or hit quicker or take down or prevent yourself from being taken down or boxing, grappling, anything like that. The idea was you have the widest arsenal possible and you have the most tools that you can possibly use. Granted, everybody has their forte, and one of the things I loved about it, you don't really know who's going to be good at what, and there's a lot of different things that can be trained. Here's where it gets interesting. There's an ongoing argument on what style is the best, what style of martial arts is the best, and also what style is the worst, or what practitioner is bad or what practitioner is good. All of this kind of drives me a little bit nuts. Part of it being we're always on a mission to find out what is the best and find out what is the worst. I have a very different perspective on all of this. Every style is handy in some area. Some are good at close combat. Some are good at delivering the amount of power. Some are good at delivering the most amount of hits, and some are good with ground. All of that good stuff. Now, what starts to get a little bit nuts is sometimes that can be a lot of things simply depend on the actual practitioner themselves. Where were they trained? How were they trained? What did they practice? And if are they trained to dodge more? Are they trained to deflect a lot more? Are they better in an area with an open area? Are they better in a closed? Didn't actually matter. But the idea that we're always trying to find the best, I'm like, no, it's every style has its uses. Every situation is going to be very different, and it can also be dependent on what kind of competition that you're going into. If it's point sparring, doesn't matter how hard you're hitting, just you got to get the point. If it's submission, that's something else. Or if it's a UFC fight, there's a couple different ways that you can win. All of that. So I kind of challenge a way of thinking. Instead of thinking which style is best, more like how do you train yourself to use every style that you can to keep yourself as safe as possible. And mind you, I'm not telling people to fight or anything like that. The first rule of martial arts is preventing a fight. How do you prevent altercation? How do you prevent all that conflict? How do you diffuse the situation? How do you ice break all of it? How do you prevent anybody from getting hurt? And that's seriously the biggest aspect. So I started looking more here. It's, yeah, how do you use each style? What is it good for? Take that and use it. Also, get trained to uh, dodge, deflect, and read people, read body language, and practice. And whenever you're sparring, spar against different styles. The more experience you have with different styles, the more that you are ready for whenever you're encountering any situation. And even if you face a style that you've never faced before, if you've faced multiple different styles, you are more ready for anything unexpected and have more tools to think outside of the box in order to get out of that situation. So I challenge the thinking, not what style is best or what style is worse. It's find out what you can use from every style and find out how you can train your body to react the best that it possibly can to any one situation. And frankly, even if you don't use the martial arts for self-defense, even if you just use it for fitness or meditation, that's absolutely beautiful. That's wonderful. So I let's stop trying to think about the competitive part of it. Let's start thinking about using everything we can.